IMG is a darkening gene, so it's a gene that deposits melanin as the snake gets older. So once again, Labby, something that reduces melanin, reduces pattern, combined with something that increases melanin. It's like they're fighting it out. What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and today we're going into that snake room and we're going to be taking a look at the Labyrinth Gene in boas. One of my favorite genes. We're going to show you a couple combos, what we got lined up, hopefully for the 2023-24 breeding season. I've only put like maybe 2 or 3 boas together. I haven't paired anything up yet, and I probably will by the end of the month. I'll have everything paired up, but I haven't really made final decisions yet, to be honest with you. So the Labyrinth project is something that's near and dear to my heart. Obviously, I love it. I really have to make some big decisions. I have a couple of nice males. I don't know if I have the females that I really need for these males. So, you know, there's a possibility I could just let them sit it out another year. There's nothing that says you have to breed, you know, every single year, every snake, you know. So we'll see. I do have a really nice Labby Fire that's head for VPIT positive. I just don't think I have a female to breed it to that's VPI, but I still might breed it just because I want to see that Labby Fire combination. So we'll think about it. Let's take a look and see what we got going on with the Labyrinth project. All right, feeding our little black dragon water monitor an egg. It's not hard boiled, it's a raw egg. They love playing with the egg. They love trying to crack it. You hear that munching? She cracked it, and now she's swallowing all the contents, the yolk and the white. And she'll probably eat they usually eat the egg, the shells too, which is good because that's got some really good calcium for their bones. So I love to see that. She's really putting on a little show for us. She can crush that thing with her jaw, no problem. It's already broken. I don't know why. I think she's just playing with it. There she goes. You got it. You got it. Good job. Delicious, huh? I love my eggs too. It's a beautiful Monday here in the facility. And my Sanzinia is looking mighty nice. This is my male. He's putting on some really nice size. His colors have gotten really nice too. A lot of times they fade as they get older, but he's holding his colors really good. And I think he's ready to be put into a little bit of an arboreal cage now. I think he's kind of big enough to handle it, and I'm going to be moving him. And these guys like it a little cooler anyway, so I'm definitely going to put him in the other room, I think. The first Australia room where it's a little on the colder side, typically. This is really the warm room where the ball pythons are, but this is where most of my baby racks are. So he's been in there, you know, since he's a baby, along with his sister here, who's a lot darker than he is, but baby has a little more contrast. So, both doing really good, both eating really well. So I think we're going to be moving them. All right, going to show you a couple of Labyrinth combos I have. This is a Labyrinth Fire, or Fire Diamond, some people call it. It's also het VPIT positive, so this is a really powerful male. I'm trying to think about who I want to put him in with this year and breed him with. Been growing him up and just kind of like sitting on him for a while. And I really love the Labby and the Fire combination. I think it really, they complement each other really well. Fire lightens things, obviously. Labyrinth lightens things. They kind of give the snake this like pinkish, whitish hue almost. And, you know, he's ready to go. He's definitely breeder ready. He's old enough. He's 2.5 years old, which is usually perfect for males. So we're going to figure out who we're going to breed him to this year. Here's a possible super hypo, more than likely just hypo Labyrinth. He's possible het VPIT positive too, but never really tried to prove him out yet. We did prove him, he did breed this year. We got some beautiful Labby het leopard stuff, hypo labby het leopard stuff that's just off the charts. We'll take a look at those in a little bit, but so he'll be back in the breeding program. I don't know what I'm going to be breeding him to, but you know, this guy's got some nice coloring in here too. Nice pinkish colors in him. He's a nice hypo labby. You know, I would not be surprised if he was VPIT positive or had VPIT positive, because visually you can kind of see them a little bit. We've talked about that before, and once again, he's ready to go for the season. Wow, look at that lump. I have to question Pablo. I bet you fed her two rats this week. She's our crystal female, hypo crystal female. I've been growing up. She's a 21, so she's definitely not going to breed this year. Next year, more than likely, but that's a nice one. Remember, these snakes hadn't eaten for 3 weeks, so some of them got double fed, I guess, because we had extras. And this girl, she doesn't want to move. Bo is never on the hotspot. She's like just planted, like, leave me alone. I got to digest this huge meal. Look at those blue eyes. That's the crystal blue eyes we talk about in the crystal. And once again, this is a hypo super labyrinth, which we call the crystal, and she's just spectacular. This girl is ready to go this year. We're gonna breed her. There's no hypo in this. This is just a labyrinth. It's het for sharp albino. And you can see without the hypo gene, we have a lot of like labyrinth pattern going on, and you see a lot more of that. The hypo gene kind of erases some of that. This girl is just like, put a boy in with me. The question is, who do we put in with her? Should we put in a hypo labby? Should we put the labby fire? But we want to take advantage of that sharp albino. That's the problem. So more than likely, I'm going to put something with sharp albino in it. I have to figure out what I want to do exactly, and which baby we're going to put in, or which male I should say we're going to put in with this girl, so we can produce them. Because I've seen they've been produced. Mike Weitzman produced them. I know Jeff Ronnie produced them. The labby sharp albinos or the labby sunglows are really nice. So definitely want to produce a couple of those. Haven't done it yet, so this will be our first shot. All right, here's a Motley Labyrinth het leopard. Remember, the het leopard in the single gene form does absolutely interact with Labyrinth. It definitely makes it more stripy. You definitely see now, and put that with, remember, Motley and het leopard create a solid, like, striped animal. So the fact that we don't have solid stripes here, but we have some striping, but is because the Labyrinth gene reduces pattern and reduces color. So it's kind of an interesting interaction. It's like the Motley and the leopard, which are a dark stripe type snake, are fighting with the Labyrinth gene, which is a pattern reducer and lightning morph. So, and you get this really cool looking pattern here. I'll show you a couple more instances. Now, this one's even more striped. This is definitely Motley het leopard Labyrinth with no hypo gene whatsoever. The hypo gene will lighten things up more than likely, you know, but you can see how thick the bands of striping on this are. And once again, you see the side pattern here. I'm not even sure if this other one, this little female might actually just be a labby het leopard with no hypo gene. That's what I think it is. This has got the Motley gene, so I stand corrected. I'm always refining my. That's why I don't sell anything, because I'm not sure. This is definitely. And because you can see the side striping. This is Motley het leopard with the Labyrinth gene in it. You can see the Labyrinth gene. It's, once again, if there was no Labyrinth gene, you wouldn't get all this like coolness here. It would all just be striping, solid striping. So this is a perfect example right here. And this has got no hypo gene whatsoever. One of the nicest males that we produced. Look at this one. This is the star of the litter for sure. This is everything, I'm pretty sure. This is Motley. Look at that black head. It's got to be Motley. And look at the striping on the body. You can see the striping, but it's so light because of the hypo gene. It almost looks like it has two copies of the hypo gene. But remember, Motley and hypo are allelic to each other. So you can't have super hypo Motleys. You can only have Motley hypos. One copy of the hypo gene. There's definitely Labyrinth in here. And the het leopard is definitely displaying itself. So the Motley with the het leopard gives you the striping. The hypo gives you this like reddish looking snake, and then the labyrinth lightens it up even more and creates that disbanded pattern. You know, it breaks up all the parallel line patterning. It's kind of a really interesting looking snake, you know. This is definitely a keeper for sure. Just because of the head. Look at that head. That's a great head. And the Labyrinth Gene is a wonderful gene, especially when put with something that has a lot of pattern. I think I love to see genes fight with each other for dominance, because you never know what you're going to get. And then just for good measure, we'll end with the hypo Labyrinth IMG, or increasing melanistic gene. And you can see that once again, IMG is a darkening gene. So it's a gene that deposits melanin as the snake gets older. So once again, Labby, something that reduces melanin, reduces pattern, combined with something that increases melanin. It's like that fighting it out. They're gonna be fighting it out this whole snake's life. And once again, you get this really cool, look at the melanin pigments going in there. This snake, normally, if it didn't have labyrinth, then it would be black by now, totally black. But it won't black out because of the hypo gene, which keeps it lighter, and then of course the labyrinth gene. So it's a really nice combination of mixing genes. And this guy's not being so behaving so well. And finally, here's a female version of what I just showed you. You can see in this girl, this hypo Labby IMG, the IMG gene seems to be winning a lot more. When I say winning, I mean we're getting a lot more melanin pigment in this snake than in the other one. They're the same age, they're brother and sister. So as you can see, the IMG gene will express itself differently in different snakes. And even with the hypo gene here, even with that Labby gene there, we're still getting melanin, you know, being laid down. And it's black. It's not like it's not coming out chocolatey, it's coming out dark, which tells you how dominant that IMG gene is. And that's one copy of IMG. You know, IMG is a dominant trait. You don't need two copies of it. You get the full expression in one copy of it, and you can see it really very well here. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Moas. Hope you enjoyed today's video and enjoy what we have planned for the 2023-24 breeding season. I'm really excited about the Labyrinth projects. We have that Labby that's het for sharp albino. I have to think about who I want to breed her to. And then we have that really crazy male, that Labby fire male, that I have to decide who I want to breed him to. So we got a lot of decision making to make, but we do have some females that are ready to go. Some are paired up already, but most of them are not. And I don't know if I'm going to be breeding quite as many as I did this past season. I'm really trying to focus a little bit more on the carpet pythons and the ball pythons this year. We did have a lot of boa litters in this past season, so I was kind of happy with what we got, but you know, that doesn't mean I don't want more. We always want more. All right, guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please show us the love. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.